A family vanished in 1993, and for decades, no one asked why. Because the real enemy wasn't human, but something that fed on choices, faces, and fear itself. When Jenna unearthed the old Polaroids, she triggered a loop, but also discovered how to break it. And the way she did it, you won't believe how justice finally burned through the nightmare. The minivan's tires chewed gravel as David turned off the main highway. The desert swallowed them whole. Heat rippled above the cracked earth, and silence folded over the family like a closing curtain. Laura shifted in her seat, squinting into the shimmer. "Are you sure this is even a road?" she asked. David kept his eyes ahead. "It's marked. Looked like a service route. Probably cuts through." Mia sighed in the back. "Can we put the radio back on?" Ethan leaned forward. "I saw a jackrabbit. Mom, did you see it?" She forced a smile. "I missed it, baby." Then David slowed. In the distance, something tall and skeletal. A rusted metal sign bent sideways. Letters faded by sun and sand. Below it, a figure, still. David's foot hovered over the brake. "Is that a person?" Laura leaned against the glass. "What the hell are they doing out here?" The road narrowed. Dust poured around them. As they approached, the figure didn't move. Mia pressed her face to the window. "Dad?" David stopped 20 feet away. The family sat still, breath locked. Then Laura whispered, "Something's wrong. They're too still." David opened the door. "Stay inside." He stepped out. Boots crunched. Sun hammered down. The figure wore a long coat, brown, torn, flapping in a wind that didn't exist. Face obscured by a wide-brimmed hat. No shadow. "Sir?" David called out. "You need help?" No answer. Laura cracked her window. "David, don't." But David stepped closer. "Are you hurt? We've got water, a phone." The figure twitched. One sudden jerk. Not toward him, just to the side, as if reacting to something David couldn't see. Then the head turned, slowly. David froze. The face beneath the hat was blank. Not faceless, just wrong. The features shifted. For a split second, David swore it looked like his own. He stumbled back. "What the?" Laura screamed. The figure dropped, collapsed straight down. Dust blew outward in a perfect circle. David ran back to the car. "We're leaving, now." The kids screamed questions. "What happened? Was he okay? Where'd he go?" David slammed the door. The engine roared. He spun the wheel. The road behind them, gone. Not erased, not covered. Gone, like it had never been there. Laura clutched the dashboard. "What is this?" "No," David muttered. "No, no, no." He floored it forward. The road ahead twisted, turned sharp left where it hadn't before. The trees changed, taller, pine, no longer desert scrub. Laura turned, wide-eyed. "Did we drive into a forest?" Ethan whimpered. "It's cold. Why is it cold?" The AC was off. David's hands trembled on the wheel. "It's fine. We'll find the highway." They passed an old shack, tin roof. Smoke rose from a metal chimney. A child's tricycle rusted on the porch. "Wasn't this Nevada?" Mia asked, barely above a whisper. The road narrowed again, then stopped. A clearing, and in the center, a school bus. Paint peeled, windows smashed, moss covered. David stopped. Nobody spoke. Laura opened her door. "Don't," David snapped. But she was already out. The bus sat empty, interior stripped. A cassette player half melted on the floor. Laura stepped back. "This can't be real." Inside the bus, scribbled on the ceiling, "They won't let us leave." And then another line, freshly carved beneath it. "They're watching through you." Laura turned around and saw something that made her scream. David rushed out, found her staring into the woods.
A man stood there, watching, wearing David's exact shirt. Then, gone. Just like that. And inside the minivan, Ethan sat shaking. He held something in his lap. A photograph. Of their family. Standing in front of the bus. Only, it wasn't taken today. The date on the back read July 6, 1997. 4 years from now. Mia stared at it. We're not supposed to be here. Laura collapsed into David's arms. It's us, she whispered. They already have us. David looked down the path that wasn't there moments ago. A narrow trail leading deeper into forest. He whispered, Do we follow it? And behind them, the bus door slammed shut. By itself. Something had already decided. And it wasn't waiting.
Jenna locked the door, slid the chain. The hallway outside fell into silence again. She turned back to the room. Shadows crawled along the ceiling. Everyone stood frozen. Mia Catt's voice cut sharp. We need to move. No, Jenna said, clutching the Polaroids. This is where they want us. Exactly, said Miles, checking his phone. We're bait. Olivia paced. There's an address in the background. That trailer. Why aren't we going there? Because something knocked, Jenna snapped, and it knew my name. A buzz. Her phone again. Same number. This time, a photo. A new one. Her apartment, outside window, taken seconds ago. She turned. The window was dark, but something moved in the reflection. Olivia gasped, Look behind you. Jenna spun. Nothing there. Mia stepped forward. We split. 2 groups. One goes to that trailer. One stays, watches for signs. No, Jenna said. We stay together. Then the lights blinked. Once, twice, out. Total blackout. Phones, now, Miles shouted. Flashlights flicked on. The Polaroids fell from Jenna's hands. One slid across the floor. It now showed them, all 5, standing in Jenna's living room, but their mouths were sewn shut. I didn't take that, Olivia whispered. No one did, but someone developed it. The temperature dropped. The tape recorder in the photo blinked red. Then, real sound, from Jenna's closet. Click, click, click. Tape playing. Jenna stepped back. I don't have a recorder. The closet creaked open. On the top shelf, dust, boxes, and sitting perfectly center, a tape recorder identical to the one in the photo. It played a loop. Ethan's voice, static-drenched. They made us choose. You'll have to choose too. Jenna lunged forward and slammed the closet shut, but the voice kept playing. Olivia screamed, This is wrong. None of this is possible. Mia picked up the tape recorder. We go to that trailer, tonight. Jenna hesitated. We're not ready. Ready for what? Miles said. We're already in it. Jenna grabbed her laptop, pulled up the address from the Polaroid. A rusted lot near Rockwell, Nevada. Miles pointed at the screen. That's just 4 hours out. We drive. The photo on the table changed again. Now it showed the van they didn't yet rent, their own group loading in. Same clothes, same bags. Mia whispered, It knows what we'll do before we do it. Suddenly, someone knocked again. Same 3 raps. Only this time, a voice followed. Clearer, louder. She stays. Everyone froze. Miles edged toward the door. Who's out there? Silence. Jenna looked at the door, then at her friends. She reached for the Polaroids. Her hands shook. We go, now, or we disappear in pieces. Mia nodded. Then we drive. But no stops, no detours, and if we see that teddy bear, we don't touch it, Jenna finished. As they filed out, the closet door creaked open again. The recorder blinked once more, then whispered one final line. You're already too late. Gravel spit from under the tires as Mia slammed the brakes. They stared at the entrance to Shady Grove, half a sign missing, the other half rotting. Beyond it, fog clawed at the road, swallowing pavement inch by inch. Jenna held the Polaroids like sacred text. Her voice broke. "It's real. It's all real." Miles leaned forward. "This is a trap." "Everything's a trap now," Mia muttered, "but we still go." The trailer park emerged like a ghost town on loop. Trailers sagged under rust. A clothesline swayed with rotted baby clothes. The sun above them dimmed unnaturally fast. They parked, got out slowly. A creaking echoed, one trailer door half open. Jenna led. Each step sank into dirt like memory. The air was thick with rot and something chemical. Inside, everything froze. Time, space, sound. A calendar on the wall said June 1996. Newspapers curled on the floor. Headlines blurred, like someone had tried to erase them. On a broken coffee table, a tape recorder. Exactly like the one from the photo. Jenna's hand shook as she pressed play. Static. Then Ethan's voice, cracked, hollow. "It's dark here. We don't sleep. They keep making us say the same thing." Then louder, "Don't follow us." The tape clicked. Jenna dropped it. The lights overhead flickered. Then footsteps above. A soft creak, like weight shifting on weak floorboards. Miles hissed, "This place is empty, right?" Olivia whispered, "No, something's upstairs." Then the back door slammed shut behind them, hard. Mia spun. No one touched it. Jenna whispered, "We're not alone." A shape emerged from the hallway, pale skin, barefoot, eyes that didn't blink. "You shouldn't be here," it whispered. Everyone froze. It vanished. Jenna lunged for the door, locked. Then the front door burst open. A man stood there, unshaven, gaunt, eyes hollow but familiar. "Get out," he said. Jenna froze. "David Benson?" He stepped forward. "You're not supposed to find this." Her throat tightened. "How are you alive?" His voice cracked. "We never left." Mia stepped in front of Jenna. "What does that mean?" David looked around. "This place loops, swallows time. They kept us in between." "Who's they?" Olivia asked. David's eyes went distant. "They don't have names, only cycles." He pulled something from his pocket, a photo. Their group, standing outside the trailer. Same clothes, same fear. "Someone took this minutes ago," he whispered. "I watched them, through the window." Jenna grabbed the photo. "This was just developed?" "No," David said. "It was waiting for you." The trailer groaned. David flinched. "They're listening." Mia said, "What does they want?" "To stay real," David said. "To feed on belief. You see them, you fuel them." The hallway behind him twisted, elongated. Mia pointed. "That wasn't like that before." David whispered, "They're shifting the space again. You triggered them." Suddenly a scream tore through the wall. A child's voice. "Let us go." Jenna backed toward the door. "Where's Ethan? Is he alive?" David didn't answer. Another scream, closer. A new voice. Mia gasped. It was hers. From behind the wall. Begging. David said, "It's all mimics, echoes. Don't listen." Miles grabbed Jenna's arm. "We're leaving, now." But the trailer door wouldn't open. Then something whispered, right behind Olivia. "You brought them back." She turned. Nothing there. But a handprint had appeared on her shoulder, burned. David said, "It's too late. They're already choosing who stays." The lights shattered. Darkness. Then one flicker. In the hallway, Laura Benson. Older,
Hair white, eyes empty. She pointed at Jenna. "You see too much." Then she vanished. Mia screamed, grabbed a tape recorder. "We take this, we get out." David shouted, "If you take that, they'll follow." Jenna looked him in the eyes. "They already are." She shoved the door open. The fog was thicker, the world outside different. The trailer behind them collapsed in on itself. David didn't follow. He stood in the doorway and whispered, "You can't take memory from this place. It takes from you." Then he closed the door, and it disappeared.
David backed away from the trailer as lights surged through the park. Every window blazed for a heartbeat, then went dark in perfect sync. The silence that followed rang louder than any scream. He clenched his fists. "You brought the loop back online." Jenna stepped forward. "What does that mean? What did we do?" "You brought the memory," David growled. "You fed it with belief. That's what it needed." Mia turned. "Fed what?" David's eyes darted to the sky. "Don't ask. Don't name it." A scream tore through the night. High, human, female, from one of the trailers. The group bolted, past twisted fences, over collapsed steps. They reached the trailer. The door swung open before anyone touched it. Inside, no one, but on the bed, a Polaroid. Their group, from behind, standing in front of this exact trailer. Jenna picked it up. "This wasn't here before." Mia whispered, "We're already in the photos." Olivia backed away. "Then who's holding the camera?" The tape recorder crackled again. It sat on the floor now. No one remembered moving it. A new voice played, flat, cold, inhuman. "You brought the loop back online." David snapped, "Get out, now. We can't be inside during reset." Miles grabbed his bag. "What reset?" David barked, "The shift, the flip, they've started it." Then the ground vibrated. The walls bent. Metal groaned under invisible pressure. "Run!" David shouted. "Now!" They raced out. The sky overhead blinked once, then went black. Not night, not cloud. Black like something had been painted over the sky. Mia stopped dead. "Where's the sun?" No answer. Wind picked up. But it wasn't wind. It was mechanical, rhythmic, like gears spinning. Jenna screamed, "The trailer park! Look!" Every trailer now faced the same direction, perfect alignment. Olivia whispered, "They weren't like that before." David knelt, hands in the dirt. "The ground's wrong." Jenna looked down. Footprints, hundreds of them, all theirs, in every direction, overlapping. Miles crouched. "It's like we've been walking here for days." Mia whispered, "Or versions of us have." Suddenly a new sound, a hum, vibrating inside their bones. Then from the woods beyond the fence, a shape. No face, no limbs, just outline and movement. David grabbed Jenna. "Don't look at it. Don't focus. You give it shape. You give it access." Olivia screamed, "It's coming closer." Lights flickered again. A trailer to their left exploded outward. From the debris, another tape recorder, still playing. This time, Ethan's voice. "If you hear this, don't stay. Don't go back to the van. Don't circle the exit. That's the trap." Jenna turned to David. "What trap?" His voice cracked. "There is no exit. That sign, that highway, they're stitched illusions. They send you back here." Mia stared. "Then how do we get out?" David met her eyes. "You don't. You just stop moving." The wind howled louder. From behind the trailers, another figure. Laura. Still, quiet, older. She pointed at Jenna, then lifted something in her hand. A new Polaroid. It showed Jenna lying on the ground, eyes closed. Same clothes, same blood. Jenna gasped. "I'm not dead." David whispered, "That photo's from 3 minutes in the future."
Jenna turned. Something grabbed her ankle. She kicked wildly. Nothing there, but the print of fingers burned into her skin. Mia dragged her up. No more waiting. We head north, past the park. We go off path. David shouted, "That's worse." Mia snapped, "Then what's left?" Jenna clutched the tape recorder. Press stop. Everything froze. Wind died. Trailer stopped shaking. Even the dark above flickered like a TV on pause. Jenna whispered, "It listens to this. It follows the tape." Mia stepped beside her. "Then what happens when we break it?" Jenna stared at the device in her hand and raised it above her head. David screamed, "No!" She slammed it into the ground. The sky shattered like glass. Behind it, white light and something waiting. The tape cracked. The Polaroids in her bag turned blank. Every face vanished, except one. A child's. Ethan, crying, looking right at her, and whispering, "Don't stop here." Then, silence.
Jenna stumbled through the fog. Smoke coiled around her ankles. The hallway stretched in both directions, infinitely. Lockers pulsed like heartbeats. Every step echoed like it didn't belong to her. She clutched Mia's wrist. "Don't let go." Mia wheezed. "I can't breathe." "Hold on." A locker burst open beside them. Polaroids poured out like blood. Each one showed them sleeping, bound, blindfolded. Jenna turned. "They're showing us the end before we begin." Mia slapped a photo from the air. "Then we don't let it begin." Suddenly, Ethan's voice again. "Over here." He stepped from the shadow. Same boy, same clothes. Not blinking, not aging. Jenna froze. "You're not him." "But I remember what he remembers," the boy said. In his hands, two things. A Polaroid of David holding a ball of fire, and the recorder, blinking red. Mia stepped forward. "What does it mean?" "One resets," he said. "One erases." Jenna shook her head. "Erases what?" The boy looked up. "Your memory. Of this. Of them. Of each other." Mia's voice cracked. "And reset?" "You'll go back, start over. Same road, same choice. But remember more." Jenna stepped back. "So we either forget or relive it again?" The boy nodded. "But only once more." Sirens screamed outside. The hallway cracked. Tiles peeled upward like paper. The building collapsed inward on itself. Jenna screamed, "Choose now!" Mia pointed to the photo. "We burn it, end it, forget." "No," Jenna said. "We remember. We survive. We change the loop." She grabbed the recorder. The boy stepped closer. "You're sure?" "No," Jenna said, "but I'm done playing their memory game." She clicked play. The hallway shook. Walls melted. A scream pierced her skull, her own. Mia clutched her ears. "Make it stop." Jenna focused. The voice on the tape shifted. "Not Ethan. Laura." "If they trap you in memory, rewrite it." Jenna shouted, "Rewrite what?" Then she saw it, chalk on a nearby wall. A timeline, their own. Birthdays, moments, trauma. Jenna stepped forward and erased one line. Dad died in 2001. She crossed it out. The hallway shifted. Light poured in. Mia gasped, "You're deleting anchors." Jenna kept going. Erased Mom's accident. Erased first time seeing the photo. One by one, snapping threads. Reality peeled away. The boy, Ethan, began to cry. "You're making us fade," he whispered. Jenna looked into his eyes. "You were already gone." She threw the recorder. It shattered. The Polaroid burst into flames. The building cracked open, and light swallowed them whole. She fell, faster than thought, through white, through time, through self, and woke up,
screaming on a highway shoulder. Mia gasped beside her. Olivia, Miles, all there. The van parked, engine silent, hands shaking. Jenna looked at her phone. No messages, no photos. Just one recording, unlabeled. She hit play. Her own voice. One reset left. Then silence.
Jenna staggered backward. The trailer walls breathed like lungs. The TV crackled. VHS hissed. Static rippled across the screen as Mia stared, unblinking, her knuckles white around the tape. "Mia," Jenna whispered, "you made it out." "No thanks to you." Jenna flinched. "I thought you were dead." "You didn't look hard enough," Mia cut in. "They tested me. They broke me. I begged for silence. I begged for fire." The screen behind her jumped. The Benson family flickered. Then the watchers appeared again. Eyes like marbles, no lids, just gaze. Jenna looked at David. "What do they want?" He didn't blink. "They want permanence, echoes. They feed on loops. The more you return, the stronger they grow." Laura stepped closer, not walking, gliding, her eyes empty. "You lit the fire, Jenna. Now someone must burn." The air thickened, the trailer warped. David held out a coin. 2 sides, no markings. "One flip," he said. "One leaves, one stays. The loop demands fairness." Mia grabbed it. "Screw fairness. I've earned this." Jenna stepped forward. "You don't mean that." Mia's voice cracked. "You erased the loop for you. I lived every second." The TV screamed, 1,000 voices, children, adults, all saying the same thing. "Through, through, through." Jenna whispered, "What if neither of us stays?" Mia laughed. "Then the loop expands to your family, your future, your bloodline." Jenna looked at her hands, one scarred, one clean. Then David pointed. "The coin isn't choice, it's reflection. It shows who already decided." Mia looked at the coin. It flipped in her hand, on its own, landed on her palm. Dark. Jenna asked, "What does that mean?" Mia's mouth trembled. "I chose rage." The trailer windows exploded inward. Ash rained. David vanished. Laura screamed once, then turned to glass and shattered. The watchers entered, not walking, phasing, crawling through seams and reality. Jenna grabbed the VHS from the player, held it tight. Then Mia reached out. "No." But Jenna had already thrown the tape into the fire pit beside them. It hissed, then screamed. The watchers recoiled. The trailer ripped apart, splitting through dimensions. Jenna fell through a crack, into black. Voices surrounded her. "Erase or relive, erase or relive." She screamed, "No." Then silence. She opened her eyes. Hospital lights, real air, a nurse's voice. "She's awake." Mia sat beside her, unscarred, breathing, holding a photo. The Benson family normal. No watchers, no shadows, just a happy family. Jenna whispered, "We made it?" Mia nodded. "For now." Then her phone buzzed. Unknown number, one text. "You delayed the loop, not ended it." And behind the nurse, David stood, smiling, waiting. Jenna's hand trembled as the flame danced at her fingertips. The reel, marked Day 1, sat heavy in her lap, crumbling, ancient, charged. The heat from the VHS tape pulsed through her wrist like a second heartbeat. Mia's breath hitched beside her. "Wait," Mia whispered. "What if we're wrong?" Ethan didn't blink. "You're not. That tape built this. It loops time, binds memory. Burn it, everything resets." Jenna looked at the label. David's handwriting. Sharp, slanted, familiar. "I don't want to forget you," she said. Mia's eyes welled. "Then we stay trapped."
The TV screamed again, static rupturing into violent images. Jenna being dragged, Mia drowning, Ethan watching his family age without him. She struck the lighter. The reel caught fast, flame exploded like breath held for years. Then came the sound. Not fire. Something deeper. Something leaving. Jenna screamed as the room bent sideways. Walls buckled. Reality folded like fabric. Mia shouted, "Hold on!" They linked hands. The air collapsed inward. Through the noise, Ethan yelled, "Think of who you were. It'll help you find the exit." The TV shattered. A flood of light engulfed them. And then, nothing. Real nothing. Not darkness, not sleep. Just white. Time flattened. Jenna opened her eyes. A dorm room. Sunlight. Books stacked neatly. Phone buzzing. "Hey, you awake?" Mia's voice. Jenna turned. Mia sat at the desk, sipping coffee. No memory of the fire. Of the tapes. Of Ethan. Just a girl. A friend. Unbroken. "Rough night?" Mia asked. Jenna smiled, confused. "Yeah, weird dreams." She stood, legs shaky. "Was there a trailer?" Mia raised an eyebrow. "What?" "Nothing." Jenna rubbed her wrist. A scar there. Small. Circular. The fire's last touch. Phone buzzed again. Unknown number. Text. "See you next loop." Her hand trembled. She deleted it. Outside, wind rustled the trees. On the sidewalk, a kid rode by, carrying a teddy bear. Ethan's bear. Jenna's chest tightened. She looked at Mia. "Let's go somewhere today. Anywhere." Mia smiled. "You okay?" Jenna nodded. "No, but maybe I will be." And as they walked out, the camera panned to a dusty library box, labeled Community Time Capsule, 1993. Inside, buried beneath yellowed paper, a Polaroid of two girls, hands clasped, eyes terrified, and behind them, a trailer with the door open.
The teenage clerk turned the Polaroid over. No writing, just the feel of something wrong. He flipped through the box again. More photos, all from the same day. Same kids, same clothes, same forced smiles, but different backgrounds. Each photo shifted. In one, they stood before a gas station. In another, a desert. In the last, a trailer with the door cracked open. He looked up. The store was empty. Then the lights flickered, and again, and then, pop, the power went out. He whispered, "Nope," and shoved the photos back. Across town, Jenna stood frozen in her apartment, the tape in her hand. It pulsed with heat, not electronic, biological. Her thumb hovered near the label, "Not yours." The words writhed when she looked too long. Her chest tightened. A siren passed outside, then another. Her phone buzzed, unknown calling. She declined. The voicemail icon lit up. She didn't dare listen. In Mia's room, silence. Then a knock. She froze. "Jenna?" she called out. No response. Another knock. Her phone vibrated again. A photo appeared. Of her. Sleeping. Taken minutes ago. Mia screamed. She threw the phone across the room. It shattered. She stood panting, hands shaking. She backed into the bathroom, flicked on the light. Behind her, in the mirror, someone else blinked. Not her. Not quite. She turned. No one there. The mirror fogged on its own. A single message scrawled across it. Round 2. Back in Jenna's room, she sat cross-legged on the floor, tape still untouched. The air felt wrong, flat. She stood, went to the window, looked down. A boy stood across the street, holding something. A teddy bear. He looked up, stared through her. She whispered, "Ethan?" He smiled, then vanished. Jenna backed away. She dropped the tape. It didn't fall. It floated, spinning midair. Then it dropped, thudding like a heartbeat. The power surged, lights flashed. All the photos on her walls curled inward, burning at the edges. Smoke rose. A fire alarm blared, but no flames, just heat from the tape. A voice whispered from the speaker she didn't know was on. "We remember everything, even if you don't." Jenna screamed, covered her ears. Outside, Mia ran through the street barefoot, clutching the only thing that made sense, a childhood photo, torn, faded, from the trailer park. She reached Jenna's building, buzzed the door. No response. She climbed the stairs, 2 at a time. The hallway was silent, except the sound of film unspooling behind the door. She banged, "Jenna!" No answer. Then, click. The door opened on its own. Jenna stood inside, blank-eyed, the tape in her hand. Mia yelled, "Don't play it! That's what they want!" Jenna looked at her. Tears streamed. "I never stopped hearing them," she whispered. Mia stepped forward. "Then we fight. We don't feed it." Jenna held up the tape. It shimmered. Mia reached. Touch. Both froze. A new image burst into their heads, one they hadn't seen. Themselves, years from now, unaged, smiling, but dead inside. They dropped the tape. It shattered. But the voices didn't stop. Jenna grabbed Mia's hand. "We destroy every copy, every photo, every trace." Mia nodded. "Even if it finds us again." They turned to the closet. Flames rose on their own. No fuel, just fire. They didn't run. They watched it burn. And as the walls trembled and the building groaned, the tape melted. And something deep below them screamed. But not in pain, in hunger. Because fire was never enough. And now it knew they remembered.
Jenna grabbed the tape mid-spin. The plastic buzzed in her palm, static dancing across her fingertips. The room crackled. Mia flinched back. "Don't!" she shouted. "We have no choice," Jenna snapped. "If it's the last reset, we choose how it ends." The screen flickered. Footage looped, trailer, forest, their faces warped in fear. But the countdown ticked different now. Faster, brutal. 3, 2:59. Ethan stepped closer. Same boy, same eyes, but hollow, unlit. "You don't understand what it feeds on," he murmured. "It doesn't want fear. It wants decision, obsession. The second you picked up the tape, it grew." "Then why let us choose?" Mia barked. Ethan blinked. "Because you never had a choice, only delay." Jenna shoved the tape into the VCR. Mia screamed, "Jenna!" Too late. The screen exploded in color. They weren't in the room anymore. They stood on sand. Heat burned. The trailer park, intact, untouched, gleaming like a mirage. Wind hissed low. A storm circled the horizon. Jenna turned to Mia. "It never let us leave. We just paused." "I remember this place," Mia whispered. "But not like this. It's clean." The trailers weren't rusted. No dust, no decay. Just wrong. One door creaked open. Inside, a dining table set. Steam rising, pancakes, eggs, orange juice sweating in glass. And a VHS tape. New, untouched. Label, "The Final." "Don't touch it," Mia said. "This is bait." Jenna nodded. "We find Ethan, the real Ethan." From the shadows, a voice echoed. "You are Ethan now." They turned. A man stood behind them. Not David, not older, morphed. It looked like every version of Ethan, child, teen, adult, blurred together in motion. "I'm what's left when the loop runs out of choices," he said. "And you fed it. Memory, fire, love, all of it." Mia stepped forward. "Then let us finish it." You can't. Why? Because you already did. That's why this exists. He held out a photo. Jenna took it. They stared. Them, standing here. This exact moment. But the trailer in the photo, on fire. They weren't alive in that picture. Just outlines. Ash. Then, we're ghosts, Mia said, caught in the edit. The loop Ethan nodded. And this is the render. The export. Your story. Finalized. Then where does it end? Jenna asked. He pointed at the sky. It cracked. Like glass. Behind it, more photos. Endless. Versions of them. Running. Burning. Begging. Over and over. Mia screamed, "So what's real?" Loop Ethan smiled. "Only what you reject." Jenna grabbed the VHS. "The final. We destroy it." He stepped back. "You'll fade. Nothing left." She snapped the tape in half. The air stilled. Everything paused. Like breath held by the world. Then, time collapsed inward. No explosion. No light, just compression. 2 girls, 1 trailer. A sea of tape shards. The screen cut to black. Silence. Then a title card. The end for now. But just before the tape clicks off, a single Polaroid slides into frame. New, developing, Jenna, sleeping. And beneath it, in Ethan's handwriting, "You never left."
They fell through static. No gravity, just pull. Jenna hit the floor first, cold, linoleum, trailer air. The smell of dust and syrup hit hard. Mia crashed beside her, coughing. They scrambled to their feet. The trailer hadn't aged. Calendar on the wall, August 4th, 1993. Jenna froze. The day they vanished. Footsteps. Calm, slow. A man entered. David Benson, younger, alive. Eyes too calm for what he knew. "You're early," he said, like expecting guests. Behind him, Laura stepped in. Same voice. Mia's face. Jenna gasped. "No, that's not—" Laura whispered. "You gave us the images. Now we wear them." The trailer warped. Walls pulsed, stretched. A hallway unrolled like a ribbon, bending away into the impossible. Doors formed. 27. Each marked. 1, stay. Another, burn. And one more, forget. Mia reached out. Their choices. Ethan appeared behind them, older, worn. Their traps. He held out a Polaroid, blank. "This time, you take the picture." Jenna stared. "Why?" "If you photograph them, they lose the face they stole." Mia whispered, "What if we pick the wrong door?" "You always do," Ethan said. "That's why it loops." Jenna raised the camera, hands trembling. They charged, door by door. Snap, flash, screams. Room 1, a birthday party stuck in time. Flash. The balloons popped in reverse. Room 6, a version of Jenna's mother, frozen mid-cry. Flash. Her mouth vanished. Room 13, a hospital bed. Ethan younger, tubes in his arm, watching static. Flash. The bed vanished. With every shot, the trailer screamed louder. Walls bled. Reality frayed. Mia clutched her head. "They're unraveling." Door 27, Jenna's bedroom. Present day. Jenna stepped inside. Everything was right, except for the photo pinned on the wall. It was her, holding the first photo. The loop. Infinite. She turned. "We don't choose." Mia blinked. "What?" Jenna whispered. "That's how it feeds. Choice. Panic. We don't pick. We burn it from inside." Ethan nodded. "But you have to light it.
The loop was born in your mind. Jenna pulled the photo from the wall, held a match. One breath, one strike. The flame caught. The world exploded. Not outward, inward. Time sucked itself dry. Images folded. Trailers howled. David screamed. Laura melted. Mia clung to Jenna, both burning with memory. And then, nothing. Just silence. Jenna opened her eyes. Her bed. Sunlight. Normal. No trailers. No Polaroids. No static. But something was missing. She stood. Her walls were bare. Her mind fogged. Except for one thing. A voice. In her head. On repeat. Do not take the photo. Do not take the photo. She brushed her teeth, checked her phone. Mia's name wasn't in her contacts. She didn't know who Mia was. But every time she passed a mirror, she looked twice. Across the country, Mia woke up. Different house, new name. But her closet was locked, always. Her bathroom mirror shattered. No reason, no memory. In Nevada, a dusty museum opened a new exhibit, a recovered time capsule. Visitors gathered. Inside, Polaroids. Photos with no names, no dates. And at the bottom, an old tape recorder. Still warm, still blinking, still waiting for someone to press play again.